and gentlemen, I will not waste your time in an over-smart introduction today. I'm at Silverstone Grand Prix, Great Britain.
Center point of the Industrial Revolution, this nation today is known for its rich motoring history, British racing green, and is home to one of the world's largest and oldest motoring brands, MG Motors.
To understand brand MG though, I'm gonna have to start the story by taking you to a place where I was yesterday. So welcome to PowerDrift folks, my name is Rohan and it's going to be my pleasure to bring you a short little history lesson. MG Motors, or MG, then was born in year 1924 in this part of the world, United Kingdom, at Oxford. And then in 1929, they shifted out to a town called Abingdon, 15 kilometers away from Oxford. And I am right now currently standing in Abingdon, right at the building which was once the factory for MG Motors. Of course, that which was once an office and factory is today just an apartment building. All's not lost though. I said all's not lost because this building here is still intact, which was the headquarters for MG back then. Today is the headquarters for MGCC, which is MG Car Club. Oh, and by the way, that red car here that you see standing in the background, it looks like a BMW, probably from the era when BMW owned MG, is MG ZS. Time to get inside.
So this is the factory admin block, which is that building there. Today that's someone's kitchen. And behind in the background you can see the Pavlova Leatherworks and you can see there's open countryside. Here you'll see Cecil Kimber, who was the father of MG. He took up a job as a sales manager selling Morris cars. He was very good at selling cars, but he felt that Morris cars could do more. So he set about tuning and improving Morris cars. Him and William Morris were very, very good friends, but William Morris wasn't really that bothered about what Kimber was doing. As far as William Morris was concerned, just make the things and sell them. I don't care if they're quick, I don't care if they handle, just sell me cars. Eventually in 1929, Morris said, enough's enough, go and do your own thing. And MG moved to Abingdon, set up its own factory, and the first car was a Morris Super Sports. Kimber built this car specifically for the Land's End trial, took his car down there, did his first ever time in competition and won a gold medal. And that was where MG really began.
So in the very early days, you've got to remember when we talk about William Morris, he owns MG, but he also owns the bigger company called Morris. He started making cars in 1913 and this is the number 12 off the production line. Now we've jumped to 1929. Jaguar were up the top end, so you had your MG cars to compete with those. So in 1932, they launched the J2 Midget. It led to the M-types and then the T-types. 1938, it's only 1250cc. Code name EX135. Top speed 200 plus miles an hour. Don't forget, this is out of a 1 1/4 litre car. This is 1957. This is EX181. You're looking at 1500, so they're going back after that record that they set. And they did 255 miles. Popular sports car you could have. The Americans love them, the British love them, and people would have these and then when their children came along, they'd sell this and get the GT instead.
How well do these handle when we call them sports cars?
They're okay,
Really well?
they're okay, yeah. I mean, they're not up with the modern car.
Yeah,
But it's rear-wheel drive, and if you're used to driving a rear-wheel drive car, you'll have no problems with it.
The ergonomics are so
Yeah.
good.
This looks like an MG Metro, but it's nothing like the MG Metro. They put in a false sticker out here, RTC Express 24 hours delivery. Of course, had nothing to do with delivery. And then it was made to look like MG Metro pickup truck, which then plied onto the highways doing their testing. But there inside is the answer, which is a sports car engine that went into MGF. They did this because they didn't want competitors to know of their new upcoming sports cars. I literally have lost count, and I've literally blown my mind to pieces because I saw a car that set the speed records in 1930s. For cars to do 200 miles per hour in 1930s is a fact that I am unable to wrap my head around right now. And remember that this top speed was an average speed, which means the car had to go 2 and then come back 4, and then the average of these speeds was considered as the top speed. That's insane. That was yesterday. But we are back here at Silverstone Grand Prix Circuit. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to a festival that happens only once a year. It's called MG Live, and it is here that I will be sampling MG cars for the first time in my life. It is only befitting then to start with the car that started it all, this black car that stands behind me so magnanimously. It's a 90-year-old car but weighs just under 1 ton. That's unbelievable. If you ask someone to draw an MG car, chances are that they will draw this very car. In 1970s, this car came with cross-drill front disc brakes. And some say that this car behind me, the MG-A Roadster, is possibly the most beautiful MG car ever made. In 1995, MGF here brought the brand MG back to the world of sports cars, and then came along its successor, the MGTF here, which became the best looking and the best selling sports car of this country in year 2002. Now all of that is history, but history can be boring sometimes to some of us. Future or today never is. So let's look at what MG cars of today look like. Well, having fun like never before. Alright folks, so the MG cars of today that I spoke of, well, it's right out there, the MG ZS, an SUV. And the fun like never before that we spoke of is this man here, Russ Swift. And what we are about to do, well, I don't want to be spoiling it for you, but we'll just see it right away. Let's go. Let's go. You have no idea what we are about to do in the MG ZS.
Okay, it's rolling. Thank you very much. Oh, yes. It stretches across. Oh man, I've never been on 2 wheels in a car. I have no words to describe this experience. It just goes on and on. This amount of precision, insane. Oh! Going down. All right. Whoa!
That was great. Excellent. That's why, ladies and gentlemen, the present and the future never is boring. This is the very time that I had been waiting for, which is the MG6, which is also the car that is standing behind me there. MG6 happens to be the newest, the latest MG Saloon. This car will be going up against the likes of Hyundai Elantra, Toyota Corolla. If you see the grille of the car, it's like a diamond grille. It's called Star Rider. It's got a coupe-like roofline out there, but the space at the back is pretty good. It's time to go. Let's get rolling.
Okay. My name's
Simon. Nice to meet you.
Hi, nice to meet you. Thank you for being here in the car with me.
No problem at all.
It's good to have some guidance. Alright guys, pleasure to be inside the all-new MG6. Now we hope that MG will make a foray into our Indian market, that they launch this car too, along with the MG ZS. Away we go. Good, nice resolution out here, and then you have this bird's eye point of view for parking. Very nice. The purpose of this drive is just to get a feel of the car. These cars are prototypes, by the way. I'm seeing that the screen here is lovely. I like the color coordination here, two-tone, very nice. The steering in my hand feels a whole lot like the Polo GT.
Flat straight out, we're good.
Perfect.
So we follow the road around to the right.
Yeah. So I was saying like Volkswagen Polo GT, flat bottom steering wheel. Feels nice to hold in the hand.
On the right. And then it comes into a hairpin that comes back on us.
Okay. No tire screechings are allowed, and
No killing the instructor.
no killing the instructor either.
So out to the white line on the gas.
Alright. Am I going a little
No,
faster?
no, we're cool.
Okay. 100 kmph, right?
Well, we'll see. Follow the white line, just keep accelerating.
Right. There's some nice little. It's a punchy engine. I believe it's a
Into the left.
1.5 litre inline 4-cylinder petrol engine with 7
Straight
speed.
out on the right and straight line.
Thank you. 7-speed automatic gearbox.
Just keep accelerating.
All right.
Onto the white line.
This car's doing a real good job for now.
My eyes are closed.
Okay.
On the brakes. It's designed just for journalists.
I can tell that.
Into the curb. At the end, right at the back here on the left.
Okay. Woo! That's it, guys. The rest of it, of course, we shall continue in year 2018 or early 2019 when we have one of these in the country.
It's alright.
Perfect. Thank you very much.
You're welcome, no problem at all.
It almost felt like an automated navigation. Like you were so consistent with what you were saying. Thank you very much. I enjoyed
No
it.
problem at all.
Yeah. Right out here. Okay. Ciao, guys. Okay, so this car is the MG ZR.
ZR, yes.
And how many of the MG ZR cars are there alive?
Of the Sunsport, there were 87 built of this particular Sunsport monogram. This one is number 50.
Oh yeah,
on
and that's what's written here on the windshield. 50
Yes.
of 87.
Yes.
I have a theory that I'm coming up with right now. When you are making something out of passion, you perhaps are not going to be very business minded. And
Very true, actually.
yeah. I mean, look at Lamborghini.
Yes.
They didn't make enough money. Got bought over by Volkswagen. You talk about Bugattis, or you talk about in motorcycle world, you talk about Ducati,
Yes.
Aprilia.
Yeah.
Now part of Piaggio. So every other niche brand out there who started out out of sheer passion
Yes.
is not a mass market brand.
Yeah, no,
And it
very
gets bought
true.
over by a mass market brand.
Yeah.
But then I don't really care as long as the heart, the soul and the spirit really stays intact. And that, ladies and gentlemen, I really see being the case here with MG Motors.
The 8 of us here work for almost a whole year to put MG Live on again the following year. But we don't make any money from it. We do it for the benefit of the MG community. We do it for anyone who owns an MG. It's for the community.
The fact is that today's business world is driven by a single word: customers. And it is these customers that companies serve with a singular goal of making more profit.
Very rarely though, it works the other way around, where customers serve and view the brand with the purpose of keeping the brand alive, even when the company is not. And when that happens, the gap is bridged and customers turn into communities. In this good world of ours, it doesn't happen very often. With MG, it did.